Yo, what's up, boss? Today I have a really cool topic for you, and it's how to be vulnerable. I think this is one of the key areas that you should improve, and it works for business and for personal life as well. Now, the main thing why you need to work on that is because people can relate. For example, just today I watched a video from a friend and I almost, pressed cancel, like stopped watching it, and then he said something in terms of, and I felt like this mix of emotions, and then it hit me and I was like, shit, like I feel that sometimes as well. It's relatability, right? So once you will allow yourself to be like vulnerable, to like fully express even like the less strong or the weaker sides, people will relate to that because we all have that. So number one key that you can benefit from becoming more vulnerable is people will relate to you much better. Now, it's so in business, for example, if you're doing advertising, if you're doing commercials, okay, there's a ton of like good website that they don't try to hide everything, they allow themselves to be vulnerable. They say, okay, half of our products are made in China because that's the only way we can afford to run this business. And they're being open about it, they're being honest about it, and that's why you won't hold it as a grudge against them. Now, in personal life, like with your partner, with your friends, family members, like if you like manage to show that vulnerability, they will appreciate you even more. If you can manage to say, okay, like I was afraid of that, or okay, I didn't feel good when you said that to me, or some shit like that. I know it can sound a little bit like therapeutic, wishy-washy, whatever, but it's really key. In your personal lives, that holds true even more so, okay? Because people can create a connection with you. If you're just this like super amazing person who's like got his or her shit together all the time, and you try to connect with somebody else, either a friend, partner, family member, and you have this like superficial image of how perfect you are, like there's no way they can connect, because the truth is nobody is perfect, and we all have that from time to time. So by you actively displaying this, or even decide to go straight into the vulnerability, you will allow yourself and that person to connect a lot better. Thank you. Distracted me a little bit, but I'm back. So let's give a few examples of how you can show vulnerability. The first is I can't do this. If somebody asks you to do something like a favor, like you can say, I can't, like right now it's too much for me, like I can't handle all of this. So another thing that happens besides the relatability is trust and even appreciation. The truth is, a lot of people are like not in touch with their emotions, or they can't admit they can't do something, or they can't be openly proud about something and own it. So once you kind of develop this skill, and once you're comfortable with doing that, other people will first of all relate with you. Second of all, they will start to trust you more, and the other is they will start to like appreciate it or even admire that in you, okay? Because it's not easy, right? It's not easy to say what's on your mind and to say how you feel and to like show that you're not perfect or you're not having a bad day. A really good example is on Facebook. I saw this hashtag, right? There's all sorts of different hashtags, and one of them is whatyoudontsee. And I think it was brought up by some group of people. I think it was mostly like people with like some sort of depression, and they used hashtag whatyoudontsee. Okay, and for example, they would post a picture of like them just, I don't know, lying in the bed, and then like it would be, oh, like today I don't even feel like getting up. Hashtag whatyoudontsee. There's a lot of these things around that like we all feel and we all struggle with, okay? And once you are the one who allows him or herself to fully own it and to express it, then other people will respect it as well, because like everybody feels it, right? Another common Another thing here is like nobody's perfect, right? So we all have like the strong sides, and on the Facebook mostly people only put the good stuff, right? We want to look cool, like I have my sunglasses on because I want to look cool now. But the truth is, like, we all have weak sides as well, right? Like we feel like, you know, we don't want to do something, we feel frustrated, we feel depressed, we feel bad, we fucking hate everything, you know. It happens, it's normal, it's a part of life. But if you own it, and if you can express it, even in your day-to-day communication, in business and in personal life, you will connect with people like crazy. It will form even much faster. An exercise that you can do is when you meet somebody new, or even in sort of like it's more difficult in a relationship that's already built. But when you meet somebody new, try to share some really personal stories, for example, from your childhood with them, and see how they react. You will see it's like doors opening. It's crazy, right? Just because you decided to show that vulnerable part of yourself. For example, say something that, I don't know, like usually really geeky things, right? For example, I don't know, I like poetry, and I used to write a lot of poetry as well, kind of connected to rap. And I always wanted to be a rapper when I was a kid, right? I don't know how many people know that, but when I say this to people that I meet, they're like, damn, like, you know, like, okay, I know it's like kind of geeky and whatever, but, you know, at least he's owning it, he's admitting it, and then, like, in return, usually people will reciprocate. They will tell you about themselves, and that's how the bigger or greater connection can happen, and that's why they will admire you, because you did that first step. So, to make a really short conclusion, being vulnerable will help you in business and in personal life as well. There's a few things that will happen. First of all, people will relate to you a lot better because you decided to be more vulnerable. People will relate to you much better because you decided to be vulnerable. Number two, people will in turn trust you more because you offered to show this the first. And number three, they will actually admire you because you have this strength to show also the not so good parts, or also the weaker parts of yourself. Alright, it's time to wrap up. I'm literally burning alive right now. Let me know what you think about this topic under the comments, okay? I know it's not like the most like, yay, let's fucking hustle and be awesome topic. It's kind of like a little different, but then again, I do like to go into those topics as well. One thing that I would advise you to do is, if you dare, that's an exercise for you, is use the hashtag #whatyoudontsee, okay? Post something not super cool and amazing on your social media with the hashtag #whatyoudontsee and see the responses of people. Maybe somebody will reciprocate, maybe somebody will connect better with you. Let me know how you like it, and then subscribe, and have an amazing day, and I'll see you later. Take care.